Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a read for you and that other person. This will be a bi-weekly read running from the 16th of September to the 30th of September, okay? All Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs will be included here. Please keep in mind that I might be talking about one side, you might resonate with the other, but feel free to reverse the messages. It's totally fine. That happens sometimes, okay? All right, so please continue your likes, your subscribes, your shares, and note your comments below. I want to thank all of you that have been booking my Beyond the Read sessions. I am so grateful and I'm so excited about, I'm actually going to be starting a lot of those next week, so I'm so thrilled. So with that being said, let's see what's in store. Now, if you'd like a personal read, then go to theguidedintuitive.com, somewhere up there, and we'll go ahead and get you started, okay? All right, so let's take a look and see what's in store for you and that other person. Let me fix this a little bit. Hey guys, you know, I'm actually recording this at Friday the 13th of the harvest moon, right? So it is a big difference. It's actually, it actually shortens the period between the time the sun rises and the sun sets. So that's why they call it the harvest moon, right? It's about the harvesting for the farmers, you know, kind of like that time frame for them, so they can continue picking during the evening hours. So it gives them some sort of choice there. But anyway, it's quite a beautiful thing. So let's see what is harvesting for you, Aqua, right now. All right. Let's see what's happening here. All right. So I'm going to use a plethora of cards for you here. So I'm going to use a little bit of tarot. I'm going to use a lot of different other ones. We're going to freestyle it a little bit. Okay. So it's going to make it a little bit more funner, if that's a word. Okay. All right. So let's do this first. Let's see you right now. What's going on with you right now? This wanted to pop out. We're going to let it come. All right. So this is about creation. So you've got this something that you're creating, Aqua. You've got a project you're working on. You've got a relationship that you're working on at this particular moment. You're going to know what that is. But whatever it is, it's in the beginning stages, right? And it's actually using your artistic abilities, okay, in some way. So you're actually using that to color your world, to shape and form, you know, your destiny, okay? So again, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a situation, you know, whatever that is, note your comments below, because some of you it can be work, some of you it can be a relationship. So that's what I'm seeing here. What a beautiful, because when we think of the harvest moon, right, we think of harvesting, right? So it's about creating also. And so I really see this. It's quite beautiful. It's almost as if I get the owl's eyes of this is something that is you are being very wise about, okay? If you take a look deeply, guys, if you see right there, doesn't it look like owl's eyes? And it almost looks like a little bit of a pucker with the heart, almost that being the mouth. It's kind of funny, but I almost think that you're being wise in terms of your creativity, but you're doing it with love. That's exactly how I see this here. So again, that's what I'm seeing. It's incredibly colorful. It is something that is growing, it's flourishing, it's going to lead to a lot of different things. It's going to spiral off to a lot of different tangents as well. So, which is going to cause a lot of growth, hence harvest, right? So there you have it. So that's where you are at right now. I think there is some sort of creation of something right now for you. And whatever it is, that's what I'm actually seeing coming through. Now let's take a look at the other person here. Just take a look at what wants to pop out for them right now. Let's see what that is. We get encounter. Ooh, okay, all right. Maybe for those of you that aren't in a relationship, you're going to have a particular encounter that's going to transform you, okay? And it's going to take you higher, right? You see there's butterflies around there, and there's these tall trees that are standing there, and they look like it could go on forever, right? So there's some sort of counter that changes your life, that transforms your life in some way, all right? Now this could be someone, okay? It could be a business that you're working on as well, Aqua. So that very much well could be, but whatever it is, it's changing. It's changing you. It's changing the way that things are happening with you. All right. It's almost as if you can see the transformation that is taking place. I do believe that you've actually encountered a transformation yourself, quite frankly. And that now that you're actually, this other person on this side has gone through some sort of transformation. And I think what they're doing to do is that now they're ready to meet you, okay? So it could be that for some of you. Note your comments below. But I think because of this transformation, they're seeing things now, and now they want to come closer to you. And that's exactly what I'm seeing. It's almost like, it's kind of like, yes, we're going to go closer to you. And it's kind of that love thing. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So there's some sort of encounter that is taking place. So this is quite beautiful. All right. Let's continue and see what else wants to come up. All right. So we're going to use some tarot and see what wants to come up here. So what is the underlying maybe issues of the relationship? Okay. You right now, you're kind of sitting pretty. Okay. So this is actually being independent, being that single person, whether you're a single man or a woman, whatever that case may be. But this is actually the Nine of Pentacles. This is actually feeling abundant. This is actually very, very passionate. This is someone that's very connected with nature, but also the nines are all about coming to fruition, right? So it's coming to fruition. And what I see here, that this is about luxury, right? This is about, oh gosh, this is just about like all of your beautiful, like being some sort of financial gain for yourself. So I think that you're doing something, whether it's a financial gain with a partner or financial gain on your own, but this is almost like self-sufficiency. You're creating your own, you're using your creation to bring in your wealth, okay? And this is what's gonna help you become very stabilized, Aqua, in terms of grounding yourself before you actually move forward in a relationship, or as you're moving forward in a relationship. So that's exactly what I see here, yeah. It's quite beautiful here, right? So it is about just doing, it could be things that you're enjoying doing maybe on your own. So kind of solo pleasures. I'll let you define what that is, okay? But that's what's popping out for me here, because maybe some of the pleasures that you're experiencing right now are actually being solo for some of you, okay? So that could very much well be the case. So it might just be that at this particular time. Let's take a look at this other person, okay? Lots of choices. They're deciding, okay? So they're deciding on a few things right now. They're trying to take away the illusion on the things that might be a little clouded and really see through what something really, really is. But like you said, remember, I feel like that they have transformed because now they can see clearly. I think before that they were really lost in illusion and really made a choice but made the wrong choice, okay? I'm just saying, Aqua, that's what's coming through, okay? So that's what I see. It's kind of like, coming up and making a decisions. It's maybe going in and asking your intuition, but it is as related to love life. The cups are related to emotions, right? But I'm really feeling that this other person has some decisions, and I kind of think that they chose the wrong one, and they are being transformed right now, okay? And to create an encounter in terms of moving forward. So this is interesting, okay? Very interesting. What else for you on this side that wants to come out? Let's see what wants to come out here. This is going to be the situation now. What's the situation now? So we've got the Hermit. So interesting. So light is being shed on what was actually hidden in the past. And I think that you have yourself, Aqua, have kind of seen the light in some respect. This is a major arcana, so this is a major move here. But that's exactly what I see here. So very, very interesting. So this just tells me that that you've seen the light in the situation. So I like that. So that's really, really good. And I think that you're ready because you've now seen the light. You're ready to actually, kind of move forward in whatever direction that you would like to go into. So I think you've actually seen the light. Yeah, you've seen the light and you're doing some healing. So here you are, the star of your own read, right? I'm not surprised, okay? So you've actually gained your stability and balance, and because you're balancing your emotions with your head, you've actually seen the light, and you needed some time to kind of go within to determine that, okay? So that's the beautiful thing that I got over there. because what you were given in the past in terms of opportunities were not exactly what you wanted. Quite frankly, it wasn't. It wasn't up to what you wanted, Aquarius, and that's what I'm seeing here. I think that, it wasn't like what you had planned, and some would say, well, take a second look, but I'm not feeling that for this one here. What I'm feeling that for this one is this type of love is not a full cup. I feel that it could be something that is missing, but I think that the universe is sending this your way so you can determine, because you've gained your healing and you've gained the enlightenment, that now you're able to make a better decision on what's right for you. You're gonna know whether or not to accept this cup or not based upon how it's coming around. Now here it looks like that you're not. Again, it's the Four of Cups, so it is an opportunity. I think you're really looking long term, in how this is going to affect you long term. So whatever decision of accepting this opportunity that's coming through to you, you're going to look long term and see, does that make sense for me? Okay, does it not only make sense, but does it feel right? Okay, do I see that? Do I see moving forward in something quite grand? So let's take a look at this other person. What is this other person's situation right now? Let's pull that. They're tied up. They're not sure what decision they want to make. They're a little tied up. My gosh. Okay, so they've got the Nine of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you're working with, or that is in your realm. But this is someone that is kind of standing on muddy waters and not really sure how to make the right decision at this particular moment. They need to stabilize themselves a little bit. They're not tied up. They just need to take a different perspective on the situation to move forward. And that, quite frankly, will get them out of the muddy waters, okay? And they don't need to be caught, because that worst energy is to be in that indecision mode. That is the most draining energy, and we want to, that's something that you want, that this person definitely doesn't like to be in, for sure. There's no doubt. They want the stability. They're focusing on their stability, and they're focusing on their coins as well. So they really want stability in this situation. There's going to be a judgment call, guys, on their side. So judgment is going to come down and rain, and it's going to, it's actually going to have some sort of decision that's going to be everlasting, okay? So that is exactly what I see here. So how interesting. Yeah. So that's what I see. There's going to be some sort of decision that will be made in the process. So just note that. That's kind of what I'm seeing there. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, that's kind of what's moving forward. What is this judgment on? If I clarify the judgment, what is that for this other person? They're persevering. They're not giving up. Okay, so they're not going to give up in this situation. They're not going to leave until they've got that final wand. So this is about perseverance, moving forward and not giving up. So they're either not giving up on you or not giving up on their current situation that's taking place for them. Okay, I'm going to pull another card, because what I want to see is what wants to come through in terms of where the relationship is headed. First, you. Okay. Ooh, you're going to like this. I hope so. Okay, so here it is. Positive outcome, guys. Positive, glorious. And remember talking about like the sun rising, with this harvest moon. It almost looks like this, like the first sun rising, the first sunrise, that's kind of coming out of this. But there is a beautiful positive outcome that is just blooming. And it's a very spiritual one as well. Heartwarming and just very, very positive. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Real positive outcome. So this is just all this is saying is that, hey, at this particular time is that, there's gonna be some sort of lasting positive result for you in this situation. I'm just saying, okay? So this is about a dream coming true, your success. This is about, you're ready to go to that next stage in this certain relationship or in this situation, okay? So that is exactly what I see here. I'm so excited. Sorry guys, my hair, I went and worked out, and then I wanted to get these reads out as soon as I possibly can for you, so there you go. But yeah, so it's like, maybe there's a win for you here, okay? A win for many. There's a positive outcome. And just know that love is the strongest action that we could ever take in this situation. So this card is a reminder for that. So there is a positive outcome, okay? So, and what's interesting is as I pulled that one, I went and I actually I actually put down the card for the other person. The other person was contribution. So where this person wasn't contributing before, now they are. Or this could be a new person coming in who is now making the contribution and putting in the like effort, okay? So that's exactly what I'm seeing here, Aqua, which is quite beautiful. So yeah, it's either that this other person is now deciding to contribute to the situation, right? And this is all about, this is about, just really making themselves present in your presence. Yeah, I mean, I think it, and I also think that it's seated in love, okay? It's grounded in love, which is so beautiful. And it's flourishing, but it's starting with love on a better foundation, okay? So the contribution is almost as it relates to love in maybe this particular partnership. But I mean, love and life in itself is such a precious gift, right? So it's just a beautiful offering, a beautiful contribution of love is what I see here. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a look at what the outcome is. Let's see what that is, what that looks like. What is that? Here we go. Wow, we got the Knight of Wands. You might have a Gemini, you might have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming through, moving forward with passion towards you. Whoa, okay. Now remember to make this a little bit slower because sometimes they can get so passionate that they can come in quick and then end real quick. So what you want to do is to take things slow on this. If this is you, this is time to take things a little slower as it relates to your passion, okay? But it looks like you're moving forward with your passion in terms of your outcome. You're moving towards passion, okay? And you're moving away from of muddy waters into kind of shaky waters into calm waters. So something you had to walk away with that puts you forward and moving forward with passion. And I really feel that was maybe you having to leave and now you're moving forward with passion. You're in the driver's seat now, okay? It's all about balance and balancing the situation out, but we get the Chariot here, which is quite beautiful, okay? So that's what this is talking about. So this is gorgeous, okay? So this is just saying that you are taking action, you're in charge, and that you're in charge of your journey, okay? You're in charge of your journey in terms of moving forward now. You are moving forward. That is the outcome. You're moving forward in this situation, in this, whether it's, as it pertains to a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this could just be you kind of taking your own direction. What about this other person? What's their outcome? What is that? Ah, the Tower. Something's coming to an end on their side, okay? I'm just saying something has to come to an end on their side to be able to contribute, okay? And I really think that they were at the tail end of the situation, right? But I think that they put an end to something. If I clarify that, yeah, when they go through the Tower, they get a balancing of the scales. This is what they want. The contribution leads to balancing, right? But balancing of the heart and the mind, right, as well. So that's what I really see kind of coming through for them. Yeah, and there is, the balance is no longer being left out and feeling like, in poverty stricken. They're no longer, the fives are about change, and that Tower brings in that change to make things happen and to gain that stability that is so necessary for this other person. Anything else? Then they get a new opportunity. And this could be, again, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just a new opportunity that they're going to offer, that type of fiery energy to someone. Okay, just saying, okay? And yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing here, okay? And anything that you can do in terms of changing the outcome, I'll go start on your side, Aqua. What is that? Here we go. Self-mastery. Continue to focus on your beautiful star self. It's so interesting that Sun is playing on this card. It's gorgeous. This is about, really tapping into your intuition, right? This is about just focusing on you, becoming the best you can be, so then you're able to offer the best to that other person too, the best to that whatever it is that you're working on. Again, could be a person, place, or thing, or situation. Okay, so I'm just saying, but this is just practice your self mastery. Okay, that's what this is talking about. It's so beautiful. Don't worry. Okay, yeah, and because remember that when you worry, it's praying for stuff that you don't want, okay? That's what worry is all about. So if you can remember one thing, is not to worry about your situation. Focus on you and becoming the best you can be, and adding more value to you. And that is actually going to put you in the best position almost for anything, okay? And that's how I see it. Now for this other person, is there anything that they can do to change their outcome? What is that? Let's see what that is. They're awakening. Yeah, I think they've been awakened, okay? They've been awakened to your value, okay? They've been awakened to your sacredness and your grace. But they've been awakened, in their own life, and now they're ready to move forward with some balance, to contribute, and to take what it is that they want. But this awakening is so beautiful, and it needed that light. It needed that light to shine through, right? That light wanted to really shine through there. And it is about just becoming aware of your value, becoming aware of their value and their situation, and their being enlightened from their transformation. So that's exactly what I see here. It's actually beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot of the rays of light that are coming through, and it's like there is the veil for this person has been lifted. Okay, it has been lifted now. So what was not, what they couldn't see before is now bringing a surprising revelation for them, okay? So it might have to do with you and this situation, this situationship, this relationship, or whatever, but that's what I see coming through. So let's go ahead and pull the favorites as to what it is you want to say to them and what they want to say to you. We'll do this real quick. What is that for you? And then what is it for the other person? Here it is. Okay, so for you is, I know you want to repair this, but right now I need to be in my own space. Please try not to take this personally. I love you. Isn't that beautiful? Sometimes that's just the case, but it's that very end sentence that really secures the fact that, hey, listen, sometimes I do need my own space to get the clarity that I need. And it doesn't mean that I love you any less. It just means that I need to take care of myself. Remember, it's that self-mastery so you can be better in this relationship together. So it's just like you're both ready to do the work in repairing, okay? And it's that you're starting on that too, Aqua. And I see that so beautiful, and you know that this other person wants to repair it, but you also need to be in a place where you can not push it away, but you can make a solid decision on what's best for you as it relates to this situation, okay? Now for them, what they get is, when you treat me this way, it feels like you don't respect me. Is that true? So maybe there's been ignoring on both sides in some way. Maybe there has been silence. Maybe there just has been poor communication in whatever way. But this is saying is that this is about, this person is about reclaiming their dignity. It's they want to clarify, I'm feeling like you don't respect me when you do this. Can you clarify that for me? Is that true? Okay, because they feel that they want to take, they want to take full responsibility, whether it's lack of respect on their side that they're having for themselves in some way, or if it's what you're actually doing to them, perhaps. Who knows? That might relate to some of you. So I'm just throwing that out there. But that's exactly what I get, guys. So I hope that this resonated with you in some way. And I look forward to seeing you in the month of October, if you can imagine. And if you are interested in kind of cutting through the clutter and working beyond your patterns, negative beliefs, and limiting beliefs, of course, and any sort of negative emotions, please do check out my new service, which is Beyond the Read. You will love it. And it does have some amazing outcomes, so you can see it over there somewhere. So until then, namaste.